Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to WHU TV. My name is John, your host as always, and I hope you're doing well as I always do. This is the Ukraine versus England live watch along in the quarterfinals of the Euro 2020, Euro 2021 competition. So, as always, guys, let's start this off with talking about the channel sponsor, as always, is 3 Retro. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the England section of their website, where you can purchase some really nice retro gear, guys, as you can see from the icon that's up here, including this, of course, the Italia 90 strip. Any purchases that you make through the link in the description below, the commission that the channel would normally be getting, I will be sending directly on to Iron Supporting Food Banks, the charity base within the Newham area that are helping those within the Newham area that are relying on food banks, hence it being Iron Supporting Food Banks. So as always, good evening, Yusuf. Yes, for once you're early. Spot on, mate. Always good to see. Danny Jackson, welcome, mate. Hope you're keeping all right. And Sheena, good afternoon to you as well. I hope you and your son are keeping very well after everything's been going on over the last week or so. Well, a couple of weeks really for you. But as always, guys, let's continue on by talking about the team sheets. So looks like Ukraine are going for a 3-5-2 formation with Bushkan in goal, with Zabarini, Kristov and Matvienko in the back three. Karakev, Sharapennovo, I think, oh God, I can't even fathom that bloody name, Sharapeneko, Zordachik, Zinchenko, Malaklenko, Yarmolenko, as we all know from the West Ham community, and Yaremchuk, I think, in up front. On the bench for Ukraine, because I haven't put it up in the team sheet yet, is Sobolo, Sudakov, Stefanenko, Marlos, Pichov, Marikenko, Sinska, I don't know, number 15, Bezos, Zubkov, Trubin, Timchik, and Dovchik. Sounds more Polish, those last two. But anyway, England have gone for what appears to be a 4-2-3-1 formation, with Pickford in goal, Walker, Stones, Maguire and Luke Shaw making up the back four, so pretty much exactly the same as last time. Phillips and Rice as the defensive midfield positions, and lovely to hear that Rio Ferdinand was saying it was a balanced defensive midfield positions, unlike what we've been reading on Facebook and Twitter the last few months. Sancho, Mount and Sterling. So nice to see Mason Mount in the midfield number 10 role, supporting Harry Kane, the captain, up front. On the bench is Johnson, Grealish, Henderson, Rashford, Trippier, Ramsdale, Mings, Cody, Calvert-Lewin, Foden, Chilwell and Bellingham. So nice to see both of the players back, of course, you know, recovered well, but Mason Mount and Ben Chilwell recovering well from their COVID isolation, so very, very happy with that. Rick, good evening, mate, hope you're all right. Sheena says we're all good, just sitting myself over the game. I don't think you mean sitting, but that's your autocorrect for you. Kieran, good morning, mate, hope you're keeping all right. 5 a.m. beer over in Australia. Cheers, mate, and to everybody else, thank you very much. Robert Singleton, welcome. Sports from Omari, hello Omari, hope you're keeping all right, mate. And yeah, everyone else is clocking in, so this is coming up to it as it stands at the minute. So as always, guys, you know what questions coming up. As give us your predictions, score predictions for this game. Genuinely hope this isn't going to go to extra time. I really hope it's not. Dan says good lineup, just worried about all the yellow we're starting with. Yeah, I know what you mean. Brain, hello, Spurs supporter. A year ago, West Ham big man Yarmolenko scored the winning goal against Chelsea. Let's hope we don't do that tonight. Come on, England. Very good point, mate. Very good point. Yusuf says, should I predict this game as well, or does it only work on garage football? Very good point, mate. Very good point, because as you know, we both predicted 2-1 last night, and we got our just desserts for that. Sheena's reckons 2-1. Omari says 2-0 with goals from Sterling and Rice. Mitchell, welcome, mate. Not a fan of the year of a few Encos, the old Ukraine, are they? Not really sure what you mean by Encos, mate, if I'm completely honest with you. Robert says 3-1. Danny says 2-0 to the Three Lions. Kieran says 2-0 to England. Mate and comfortable. Rick says 2-1, but I think it will go to extra time for him. You would do, wouldn't you? And Yusuf says 2-1 England and Yarmolenko to score or assist. Yeah. Again, Yusuf, you agree with me, mate? I'm thinking exactly the same as you, I should say. 2-1. 2-1. But Rick, I really hope it won't go to extra time. There's a good chance. Really hope it doesn't. But Yeah, you're absolutely right, fella. There is a very, very good chance to it. So you may have noticed things are a little bit different. So apologies, guys. It's jumping about a little bit because as it always is, coming up to an 8 o'clock kickoff, it's buffering. Always happens, no matter what time of the day. It's BT internet for you. So anyone watching or listening from BT, sort yourselves out in the Chigwell area. Mitchell says everyone in the 11 name for the Ukraine ends with Enko, pretty much. I see what you meant, mate. Yeah, not far off. Not far off. Just as the teams are now going through the Ukraine national anthem. Brain's going big by saying 4-0 to England. That's very can't see that in any shape or form, mate. But you never know. Stranger things have happened. You know, we've scored 4 goals in 5 games in this tournament, and it's not bad from that side of things. But yeah, I can't see 4 in one game. But you never know. You never know, mate. So yeah, guys, are you happy with the team sheets? I'm quite happy to see Mason Mount in midfield. I think that's going to be very entertaining for him. It's just the right sort of time for him to do that. Really is the right sort of fixture to get him involved. But cheers anyway, guys. Cheers. But as you may have noticed, this is a subscribers only chat. So hopefully that's going to stop all the dickheads coming in, quite frankly. Just to warn you, we've got an interloper in the room today. So if you hear any high-pitched squealing when the goals get scored, then you know what that is. It's no crowd effect. It's just home effect. Gab says 3-0 to England. Absolutely. So yes, we've just seen that going through the lineups once more. But Gabs, I hope you're keeping all right, mate. And of course, Kieran, absolutely you as well. So see that Shaparenko is on a yellow. Yarmolenko, our player, on a yellow as well. So 3 players that are starting for Ukraine on the yellow. So that could be very interesting for what happens in the build up into the next rounds. Just as the captains are tossing the coin, and so German referees. So that'd be interesting. German referees. Not very well done by UEFA, if I'm completely honest with you. Don't think they thought that one through, but you never know. You never know. So we've seen for the England players. So again, Pickford in goal. Back 4 of Walker, Stones, Maguire, and Shaw. Maguire on a yellow card. Phillips and Rice both on yellow cards. Sterling, Mount, and Sancho with Harry Kane up front. Yeah, I am very good, thanks, Gab. Sweating like a Geordie at a spelling test, as the old saying goes. But I'm all good. Emery says, found out Thursday. Me and my dad had COVID, so not how I wanted to watch the game. Apologies, mate. I hope you're okay staying at home. Sheena says, great. The ref is German. Yeah, not the best of thinking by UEFA, and I'm hoping UEFA and FIFA and all the rest of those bureaucratic idiots. So hopefully that's not gonna be too much of a bad thing. But you never know. Just as the game is about to kick off. So as always, guys, my clock will be a little bit ahead of the clock on the telly because I'm quicker than they are to start it, quite frankly. So as I say, guys, give us your ideas on the team sheets. Do you agree with the team sheets? Well, especially from an England point of view. Even though technically number 10 should be booked for kicking the ball before the game actually kicks off itself. But anyway, Marie says, do you think Grealish deserved the start? Yeah. As we said the other night, mate, I can see the arguments why people want Grealish to start. I can understand and see the points why people say that he should remain as a super sub. You know, it's understandable. He creates chances whenever he's on the pitch. So yes, create chances right from the start, or create chances when the defence that you need him to run towards is weakening, as he did against Germany, and to massive effect. Big Gab says, no dickheads in the chat, just subs only. Well, There's a couple. I think there's a couple of dickheads in here, mate, to be honest with you, but they are subscribers. But good people nonetheless. So if you haven't already done so, guys, please do like this stream to try and get more people involved. Found out why there wasn't a lot of viewers on Tuesday night for the Germany game, because an American was streaming. This was doing a watch along, and he had 12,000 people watch his stream. So that'd be where all everybody's audience went, by the looks of it. Rick says good team sheet. Danny says I probably wouldn't have started Maguire or Phillips. I think the yellow cards could force us to give more space than I'd like. Very good point. Very good point. You know, making one change from the team that beat Germany is a good idea. But yes, I agree with you, mate. Everybody knows my reservations about Harry Maguire. Can't stand the Herbert. It's done very well for England, but which is the reason why he's being picked. Just as Walker gets on the ball now, but I just don't. He doesn't deserve it. Absolutely doesn't deserve to be there. But he's played well since he came in. So fair play to the boy. Fair play to him. So back to Walker. Stones. Over to Shaw. Sterling. Back to Maguire, who passes it over to Shaw once again. Trying to find Kane, but gets intercepted. See, we need to be making interceptions, people. England need to intercept. We hardly ever make an interception, for that matter, or a challenge. Nice ball up to Sancho. Sorry, it was two changes, wasn't it? Mount and Sancho. So a lot of movement going on here, which I'm really enjoying. It's looking good. Omri, I'm not going to tell you that, mate, because you should know to a degree. You should know who the dickheads are from the chats, but it's only ribbon. It's only banter, dear boy. Gab says, as long as the mindset stays as it was with the Germans, the cup is in the reach. Absolutely. Did anybody see Amazon post on Facebook this morning? Really, really funny. If you haven't seen it, go and have a look at it. Really funny. Very, very funny. Very witty. So back to Maguire. Sterling. And as you can see, guys, I bought them. Oh. Yes! Kane! Straight away.
Oh my god.
Where are we? The fourth minute. 47th. What are you on about? There you go. Oops, no, wrong way round. Ah! Right, I'm gonna tempt fate now, guys. I'm gonna tempt fate. You know what's coming? It's coming home. Just seeing the replay there. Kane. Oh, you can argue the goalkeeper could have done better there because it hits his chest. But yes, it doesn't matter. Goals in the back of the net, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. So very, very happy with that. Very happy with that. Brain says Harry Kane has his shooting boots on. 2 goals in 2 games and 5 tournaments. 5 games for him in the tournament, mate. Let's hope we can get a bit more than that. Sheena says that's more like the Kane we know. Absolutely. Gabs is saying Sterling is great in this competition. He's had a bit of shaky moments, mate, but in general, yes, very, very happy with how he's played in general. You know, take the goals out of the equation, not so much, but he's scored some very vital goals at very vital times. So that's the thing. That's the good thing. So let me just double check. Oh, sorry, I can't be asked to change that again. Yusuf says Sterling either assist or a goal. Man can't stop. Absolutely. TSC LM8 says Kane is back. Danny says buzzing. I was getting tired of complaining about Kane. We all were, mate. As I said, you could You can argue that the goalkeeper could have done better because he didn't really make himself big enough to save it, but he gives a shit, quite frankly, at the minute. Who cares? So forgive me, guys, if I don't say who the players are for the Ukraine players, because I can't, I struggle to pronounce them in the in the build up to it. So I'm not going to try and risk it again. But yeah, see, we've now got 11 people watching. Thank you very much, guys. Please do share, like, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Just as I say it, one person buggers off. But yeah, no, it's nice to get the viewing figures back to double digits so early on as well, for that matter. Unfortunately, those people that have probably just come in aren't subscribers, so won't be able to put any comments in the chat, sadly. But yeah, it's the minorities ruining it for the majority. So hopefully, with the last ever weekly live chat we'll do on Wednesday, because I did say when we started this that doing the weekly live chats, that when life starts getting back to normal, we will stop doing the weekly live chats, and we're pretty much there now. So Wednesdays will be the last one, because there's not many people turning up. There's not many things to talk about, regardless of the Euros being on or not. Yeah, we've been doing it for over a year, so thank you to everybody that stayed with us over the last year. But I have to wait and see. If Wednesday goes well, I might still keep them on. Depends what happens. Depends on the numbers and depends on the interaction. Danny says, buzzing. I was getting tired of... Oh, sorry, you've already said that. Absolutely. So, come on, like. Nobody's liked yet if you haven't already done so. So, Canary to Canary to Canary. I'm not risking it, guys. I'm not risking... This is why I'll never be a full-time commentator for BBC or anything like that, because I struggle with pronunciations. I know they get cheat sheets and all that sort of stuff, but nah, not for me, unfortunately. Not going to happen. Gab says, "Oh, we doing Channel Euro meeting for the final if England is it." Gabs, as it always is. Every game that England plays, there's a watch along for it. I don't know what you mean by Channel Euro meeting. Not really sure what you mean by that, mate. I know you don't mean the Euro tunnel. But yes, if you're asking if we're going to be doing still watch-alongs for the Euros while England are in it, absolutely, including the final. But let's not get ahead of ourselves yet, guys. We've got 80 odd minutes still to go yet before we start thinking about the final. Tony, long time no see, dear boy. Hope you're keeping all right, Mr. Blackwell. Long time no see, dear boy. Give me your thought. Give us your prediction on that, Tony. What do you think the goal line's going to be? I mean, obviously we know what it is at the minute, but yeah, I'm very good, mate. Sweating like a Geordie in the spelling test, but other than that, I'm fine. Gab says, "Sorry, men. If we are going all to the pub from the subs are here." Still doesn't make sense, mate. But well, you're asking, will I do the final from the pub? But by the sounds of it, Tony says 2-0 to England. Just the usual then. Brain says this is a bit worrying. Ukraine passing the ball around England. But we're back in possession now with Rice. Walker back to Rice. Stones. Over to Maguire. Sterling. It should be an England throw-in, it is. Sterling to Maguire. Stones. Declan Rice. I'm guessing he's going to be sitting in front of the back four for a lot of this game. Totally understandable. Gabs, I give up. Don't mind me today. Yeah, I generally do think, mate, you meant, are we going to do one down the final down the pub? If that's what you meant, no. Because I'm not lugging all this bloody equipment down the pub. It's not happening. But will we all get together down the pub? Possibly. You never know. Wait and see. We'll talk about that in 90 minutes, mate. Or hopefully just 90 minutes. Tony says we don't need to force it at the moment. Ukraine have to do the work now, absolutely, but we don't really want to sit back too much. Yeah, Gabs, I thought that's what you're asking about. Yeah, are we all going to go down the pub together? Well, maybe not for the Euros, mate, but I'm sure we will at some point. Everyone's been threatening for about a year now for us all to get together and have a pint, so I'm sure we will at some point. Don't worry about that, sunshine. Obviously, as long as you are old enough to be in the pub is another matter. Rice with the clearance. Kane. Oh, hang on. Kane's got some legs. He's actually running for a change. Jesus. Just looking at the replay of Kane's goal. Yeah. He checks the linesman as well perfectly, because he possibly thought he was offside. But as I say, you can argue that the goalkeeper could have done better, but who gives a shit, quite frankly. Goal any way you can. Goal any way you can. Do you know what the weird thing is, guys? I was reading today that there's a GoFundMe fund for that little German girl that was crying towards the end of the game. Apparently they've raised like 10 grand for her. It's quite sweet. It's quite sweet. Tony says Kane has to run JP. He knows Pep's watching him. But yeah, not a bad shout there, mate. To be fair, not a bad shout. Woo! Go on, Walker. Nice ball in. No, blocked. Great run from Kyle Walker there. Absolutely brilliant. Really enjoyed that. Literally came out of nowhere. It honestly looks like Walker and Kane have had some deep heat put on their legs or something, because they're absolutely running around like crazy. Or maybe WD-40 as Phillips loses possession, but Stones gets it back. Over to Maguire. Sure. Stones once again. Gab says he's fast as fuck. Yusuf says Kane silencing the haters. I'm still critical of him, mate. I'm still criticising him. He hasn't done it. He hasn't done enough over the last 5 games. He's getting there. He's getting back to how he wants. It should be, that's for sure. Tony says, can I set up a GoFundMe page if you can raise money that quick? Got to be worth a punt. Absolutely, man. I was very tempted to do it so I can clear my debts and get a bloody better internet connection and get my own place so we can have a proper studio. Still on double digits for viewers, which is great. But yeah, like, share and subscribe. I've been watching a lot of Drive Tribe and Food Tribe videos, and James May says that every 15 minutes. Like, share and subscribe with everything. They've been quite entertaining on YouTube, actually, those. James says you'll get there, JP. Sure you will, mate. It's taken me 2 years to get 840 subscribers. Literally, it'd be 2 years next month, and it took me a year and a half to get 1,000. I'm never going to get there, mate. I'm never going to get enough money out of this channel, unfortunately. Even with the Patreons, it's nowhere near enough. Sheena says, "Can we make a GoFundMe page for my son, as he's upset about Noble retiring next season." Yeah, Sheena's clearly on the. Now I know you're going to say that you're on the antibiotics still, but it's quite clear you're still on the Voddies, mate. Gab says, JP, but you got the best of the YouTube subs there ever will be. No, I haven't. 1,840 when other channels are well into 10,000. Nah, mate. Unfortunately not. You look at good friends to the channel, the three hammers. Nearly 4. There's a lot more people out there that will want to watch, will like this channel. I guarantee it. It's just not being discovered for one reason or another. It's because I don't. It's one of the reasons for it, Gabs. As much as I love you for the praise, one of the reasons why is that is because I don't do what this channel isn't about what everyone else is talking about. It's more specific than that, shall we say. Don't do things for easy views. I do things because I know you guys want to talk about things. Oh! Pickford, come on, you can save it better than that. I mean, don't to be fair though. To be fair, that's a great setup by Yaremchuk for it. I mean, again, see, look, this is what I'm saying about Stones. No interception, no making a tackle, just zonal marking. It's not a good idea. But we've conceded a corner now as a result of Pickford dropping the ball. You could argue. Ball in, headed out. Rice helps with the clearance, but Ukraine are still in there. Exactly, Tony. Exactly. Pickford, for fuck's sake. That's a simple collect ball, showboating by pushing it out. Exactly. As you guys always know, I always say if you can put two hands on it, you can grab the ball. It was a needless corner we conceded then. Absolutely needless. I'll just turn the microphone down. It's a little bit louder than it should be. Henrik agrees he should have caught that ball. But at the same point, guys, the last 15, 16 or 18 minutes have actually gone really quite quick, to be fair, which is good. I agree with you, Tony, to a degree. Sterling is kind of ball watching. He's not really getting involved as much as he should be. But he is helping in certain guises, but that's more Sancho at the moment, for some random reason. Where is he, actually? Oh, he's up there, yeah. Couldn't see him. Dot in the landscape. Everyone praising Sterling at the start of this game. Now 10 minutes later, people are starting to criticise him. There we go. Now he's on the ball, just as we say it. Commentator's curse. And actually, that's quite subdued for Tony. I know he's keeping his language quite toned down for him. It's unusual. Is your missus watching you type, mate, or something, to make sure you ain't swearing? That's not a foul in any shape or form. Replay of Yaremchuk's. Yeah, see, look, that's ridiculous. Why is he pushing the ball out like that? Honestly. A tiny bit of complacency. Honestly, a bit more than a tiny bit, mate. Tiny bit of complacency. Bloody Jermaine Genius. Genius the penis. Tony says he'll ramp it up. Sochuk got injured again today to whoever wasn't watching the game. Yes, the game earlier. Yeah, he had a head injury, unfortunately. Bless him. Didn't notice it was him, to be fair. Couldn't tell it was him. What happens when you get an 80s haircut? Danny says Sterling on an impossible golden boot run. Everyone ahead of him is already out. Yes, mate. Apart from no, you're right. Yep, no, you're right. You're absolutely right. It's definitely possible. Definitely possible. Let's have a look. Just to see who's up there with the. So Ronaldo's out, Schick's out, Benzema's out, Forsberg's out, Lukaku's out. Yeah. Could happen, mate. Could happen. It's a good shout. Very good shout. Sancho, through to Sterling. Sure. Nobody there. No one crossing into the ball either for that matter. Phillips is just jogging in. Oh, my namesake. You says, I wonder why Sancho is playing after his transfer was announced. Well, why not? Why not, mate? Come on. Of course he's going to play. Gab says, I don't know if it's only me, but I can hear you way less than it's coming home right now. Well, mate, it's been going for 20 minutes, so thanks for that. Yeah, because I've put on got this more sensitive microphone, mate. That's why. So I will tone that down a little bit more. There we go. That should be better for you with your old ears. Tony says, I don't mind this backwards and sideways football as long as we counter the Ukraine's attacks. Absolutely agree. Gabs, is that better for you? You're welcome. Good, I'm good. He says he hasn't seen Mason till now. I mean, yeah, it's a bit. It's because it's not really. The game's not being really played in the middle, mate. It's been played down the left-hand side. That's why. Oh, shut up, Tony. It's nice, pleasing some people, is there? Yeah, wind-up merchant. See, I told you there was at least one wanker in there. Was a dickhead, I should say. But yeah. Yeah, so Gabs, give him if we were in the pub, I swear Tony would you get a slap from Gabs for doing that, I tell you. So Stones. Sure. Mitchell says, do you think the Euros have benefited West Ham? Yama might command a fee now. Czechs have done well and Rice looks to be the most important player in the England team. I'm glad you said that as a Liverpool supporter, mate. Tony says nothing a pint can't handle. It's a very, very good question there, mate. Because obviously we've still got more players in the tournament than Real Madrid that someone put up the other day, which is quite funny. But yeah, I mean we could probably get a decent fee for him, as you're saying. You know, we're asking for 7 or 8 million, but I'm sure we might be able to squeeze a bit more out of him, out of the transfer for it, I should say. Souček and Soufal. Soufal didn't have the best of games down the right-hand side this afternoon. He was a little bit off the pace for him. Still played very, very well, just not to the level we've seen him play at the last few weeks. Tommy Souček again wasn't at the races a lot of the time, even before the head injury. Again, was playing well, but just wasn't hitting the mark as he normally would. But yeah, I mean it happens. You know, it absolutely happens. Stones, then Maguire, Sterling, Shaw, Maguire. Over to Sancho, Walker, Rice, Stones, Maguire. Running at Shaw. No options. Phillips, wake up, mate! Come on. Lucky to get that deflection, so it's sort of England throwing. Danny says Foot Mob have had Kufal as man of the match with an 8.5 rating. Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't think he did all that well from the time that he was on the ball. Like, for example, he was... there's an argument he was susceptible for the first goal, the build up to it, but it's up to them. Everybody's opinion's different, Danny, as you well know. Not the best of attempts from Sterling, but he had no options around him whatsoever. And now ball cleared. Very well done again by Walker. Walker's having a good game, man. I'm impressed with him. Maguire, Shaw. Dex, come on, you can do better than that slightly. Stones. Walker, nice long ball up to Sterling, but he's off to Sancho, I should say, but he's offside. Gab says, JP, I'm not sure if you covered it already, but apparently Rice declined 2 contract proposals from West Ham this summer. True. Not 100% true. It wasn't this summer, it was months ago apparently. And it was interesting to see that was sidewinded for X said, you know, X confirmed a couple of days that the stories were true, and then he was told apparently it wasn't completely true. So, you know, it's there. Danny says, to be fair, I couldn't actually watch the game. I was listening at my kids' soccer practice. Fair enough. But yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Denmark were brilliant in that game. They were really, really good in that game. And fair play to the Czech Republic to coming back in the way that they did at the start of the second half, but just weren't good enough. Sterling with a loose ball. Shaw. Sterling. Gets fouled. So Sterling with the top goal scorer so far. In actual fact, yeah, he is a top goal scorer that's still here. So if he scores another one, boom. And Tony says, yep, absolutely too slow. Completely agree. So we've got a free kick. Oh, I hope that's not dandruff he just shook off there. I'm hoping that's sweat. Head and shoulders. Lukey, talk to Joe about Head and Shoulders, mate. You might be able to get your bulk contract. Ball in. Kane? No. Not exactly on target. But a good attempt nonetheless. I mean, how funny would that be if Ronaldo gets golden boot and didn't even complete the tournament? I'm sure that won't happen, but you never know. Stranger things have happened in football. Stranger things have happened. Yeah, half an hour played. It's not too bad. So guys, before we go to because we're obviously just coming up to the last 15. What do you think of this first half? Mitch says, I'm sorry, American or not, it's called football, not soccer, and it predates whatever egg testicle thing you guys kick into rugby goals by a long stretch. Alright, what's all that about, Mitch? You're right, in any shape or form, considering rugby was developed after football, and then obviously the colonials nicked it for American football. But yeah, it's a bit of a random one, that, mate. Senior says, I think we've been a bit sloppy. Can't disagree with you on that one. So, Ukraine have had 3 shots on 1 on target, and we've had 2 shots on 1 on target. Not a bad idea in any shape or form. 56% possession as well so far. Maguire to Stones. Walker again. Over to Sancho. Can you get the ball in? No. He gets the throw in instead. Danny says, trust me, what I watched today was definitely soccer. I wouldn't use that word for real sport. There we go, Stones again. Rice. Maguire. Sterling. Good control from him as well. Very good control. Maguire. Back to Sterling. Back to Maguire again. Yep, no surprise there. Rice. Or Stones. Stones is screaming for it. Come on. It's the second time he's done that in a couple of minutes. Walker. Sancho. Phillips back to Sancho. Hook ball, but no. Very lucky deflection, but nothing doing with it by the looks of things. Yeah, Mount's hardly had a sniff in this game. Rich says we're doing okay at the moment, but we need to get another goal from then we can see the game out. Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. We've been able to keep Ukraine pretty much penned in as we're doing now at the moment with Walker and Sancho passing the ball to each other. Mount in. Yeah. Again, no, not enough options in there. Stones through to Shaw. Should be passing to Sterling. He does. What are they juggling about for? Sterling. Come on, Sterling. Oh, Phillips, what are you standing still for? Rice. Ooh. Mason Mount trying to go for it. Here we go. Header. Jesus Christ. Fuck. Oh, how good that would have been. Well, how good would that have been with if Rice had scored that? Jesus Christ. That would shut a lot of people up, wouldn't it? Tony says, it just me, or has Mason Mount done fuck all in this game so far? No, he's just been involved in there, mate, if you said. Danny says a little bit earlier, says, I think Walker has been the surprise for me. He's looked solid. Mitch says, I've never heard that comeback before. Danny, fair play. We're talking about what you said about soccer and all that. Very, very close. We're doing well. We're playing well. We're not sitting back as we started to do once we scored, but slowly but surely the boys are getting in there, getting stuck in. Tony says that sorry JP, but a couple of seconds on the ball doesn't count. That's his count that he's done something. Well, mate, to be fair, this is the first game he's played since he was quarantining two weeks ago. He's off a little bit. As I said, the majority of the play has been down the left and the right hand side, and he's playing in the number 10 role. He's not going to get involved all that much. So just seeing the slow motion replay of Rice's attempts, and it's a good save, to be fair. It's a good save. Goalkeeper didn't know too much about it. But yeah, I know what you mean, Tony. You're absolutely right. But at the same point, as I said, you've got to give him the grace because he hasn't played for 3 games. And neither is, you know, so... Yeah, but I get it. And I'm just waiting for Tony's long comment to come through now. West Ham till I die. Your comment is not going up because you're clearly not West Ham till you die. If you're gonna criticise Rice about that. Told you there was going to be dickheads in the chat. Yeah, Ukraine is just in possession as it stands at the minute. Nobody really chasing them down with 10 minutes to go. Yeah, still not making an interception, still not making a challenge. That's what I'm saying. Every other team in this tournament does, and that's the one thing we should generally be doing on a regular basis: making interceptions, getting involved, getting in the way, making challenges. We're not. Look at it. Look, this is a training game for Ukraine at the last few minutes. The last minute or so. Look, it's just we are standing back, and it's now cost us because they're going to shoot on target in the second. Very good block there. Very good block by Mason Mount. Very good block. TSC, absolutely. We've parked the bus to a degree. Yeah, absolutely agree with you, mate. Absolutely agree. Great thinking by him. Gets well involved. And that's what we've missed. That's what we've missed. And fair play to Mount for doing that. Not because me and Tony just been talking about him just in the last few minutes, but that's what you do. That's what you do. So Pickford with the ball. Do you know, I actually quite like that black goalkeeper's kit. I think that looks quite nice, to be fair. I think it's alright. Gab says Southgate timed in Mourinho in only the first half. It's not really 19th century football there, mate, but I know what you mean. Or 18th century, no, it's 19th century football. He said, wasn't it? Danny says, I know it's early talk, but I'd pull Phillips at the back at the half even. Who would you bring on, Danny? In that case, who would you bring on for him? I think Philip, he's made a few mistakes, granted, but who would you bring on? Just curious. I'm not going to say you're wrong, because it's your opinion. And he's not done a huge amount, granted. So I know exactly why you're thinking about it. Sure. As in, look, sure, not are you sure? So come on, Lee. Yeah, give it to Sterling, who didn't know anything about it, and gives a good ball away as a result of it. Oh, into play. Sterling. He's onside. Come on, Sancho. Twist. Ah! Oh, he was offside. He's been off the ball for 20 seconds. We call it now. He's on. He's onside. It's the completely wrong decision. He's onside. That's why it took so long, because they weren't sure, by the looks of it. No, it's not. That's an England possession. That's not Ukraine. No way. Wrong. Absolutely wrong. Totally wrong on that. Tony says Shaw should have gone for that himself. Absolutely agreed. Danny's still waiting for you to let us know who would you replace Phillips with at half time. Here we go. He says, I'm not even sure, to be honest. I was worried about him starting, and I haven't seen a reason for him to stay there. I can't remember our bench. Well, according to, here we go. Hang on, we'll come back to it in a second. No, nothing doing on there. Danny, according to Rio Ferdinand, he gave quite a good few reasons why that he should be staying there at the start. Tony's asking, what's your take on Saka? Better than Mount or Sancho? All three players have got completely different qualities, mate, and therefore it's... Yeah, I've been impressed with Saka. I've been impressed with Sancho so far, and I've been, but Mount, as I say, it's not enough. It's not enough not enough involvement down the middle for him to make any impression yet. Easily cleared by Sean. It's a free kick to England anyway. Mitchell says Shevchenko looks like he still could have had a game. Hampson specimen he is. I know he hasn't changed at all, mate. Hasn't changed at all. Just seen that is a blatant foul on Rice from Yarmachuk. Or how the bloody O's you pronounced the guy that tried to score earlier. Gab says, well, Henderson would be an option, but I guess England should keep the pressure up the pitch. Absolutely, Henderson. I wouldn't swap Phillips for Henderson. No way. No. There's nothing really for the commentators to talk about. So they're talking about the potential teams that Rice could be going to. Gordon Bennett. Tony says, I haven't been impressed with Saka. Too hyped up by the media. Kid looks like a headless chicken freak. Tony, really? No wonder we ain't seen you for a couple of weeks, mate. Sorry, man, but you must be watching a totally different game. Either that or your glasses are getting steamed up. Because he's been impressive. The kid's 19 years old, remember? All right, he didn't play as well as Doku played last night for Belgium. But he's got a lot of potential. I've been really impressed with him. Danny says, other option would be Bellingham. I don't really like that idea either. Yeah, because you can't have Rice being the pivot on his own. You really can't have Rice being the pivot. I was trying, let's put you out there in an England kit, mate. See how you get on before we criticise Saka. He's a kid. It's his first tournament. Literally his first tournament. Mitchell says, Phillips box to box and Rice as the metronome. Whoop. Easily. Nah, deflection was that? No, just a shit wayward strike. Phillips box to box and Rice as the metronome anchor. It's well balanced. Can't take Rice out, and him and Hendo is negative. Absolutely. Tony says, yes, really, he's not impressive. He started off well for Arsenal but declined as the season went on, so yes, really, and I'll stand by that. That's fair enough, mate, but I'll be very surprised if anyone else agrees with you, to be fair. It was deflected off Mount for a corner. Should have been a corner. But not going to argue on that, mate. If that's how you feel, taking his performances of Arsenal out of the equation and only concentrating on the last 5 minutes. Sorry, these 5 games. Argument's different, but yeah, Rick saying 2 minutes of... He reckons 2 minutes of added time. That was the question I was going to ask, mate. But yeah, I think I agree with you. What does everybody else think? 2 minutes? 3 minutes? I'm thinking about the same 2 minutes. Danny says it's just that the yellows on both midfielders as his stress up. I guess I should just I guess I should just have a beer and deal with it. Absolutely, fella. So the only real replacement for Phillips will be Noble. I'm trying to disagree, says Gabs. Mitchell says Saka stretches the play and his unpredictably and his unpredictability is an asset in his opinion. I absolutely agree. And Tony's saying his first tournament, but kids his age who have been in Euros and World Cup showed more than what he has, but he's young, which is an advantage, so you can say that Arteta has burned him out. I'll leave you guys to argue about that with Tony, because you're coming across as a bit of a know-it-all there, mate, to be fair. Mitchell's absolutely right. It's because he's unpredictable, you think he's a headless chicken. Antonio was unpredictable and still is. But let's move on from that, yeah? Very well cleared from Rice then. Perfect interception. Sancho on the charge now. Get in there. Still keeping the ball. It is 3 minutes. 3 minutes of added time. Yeah, perfectly handled by the ref there. Yeah, Tony says I don't like to brag. What, Tony brag? Is it Tony brag? Yeah, my clock's a second and a half ahead of these guys. Honestly, I should work for BBC's Billy Bragg. Sorry, it's Billy Bragg. No, it's Greggy Bragg. I should work for UEFA and the Premier League streamers, man, because I get these clocks spot on. These guys don't. Rick says this referee has been good so far for both teams. Absolutely. As the interloper has said, you know, take it back about the Germans. You know, they've been absolutely brilliant this first half. All the linesmen, with the exception of that linesman saying that Shaw was offside, as Sterling's running into the box now. Ball in. Corner, surely. Thank you, it's a corner. What? How's the ref overruled that? It's a blatant corner. Jesus Christ. It's Billy Bragg. That was the singer I was talking about. Billy Bragg. That's a blatant corner. Jesus. Right, retracting the statement about the Germans now. Retracting the retraction, shall we say. Stones. Rice. Sure. Tony says, maybe not that decent, Rich, but after that corner decision. Refreshment. How old are you, man? So yeah, Ukraine are slowly building the pressure on us now, just as things are going to the half-time break. Bag says, okay, pop them to the shop, see you in second half. Alright, mate. Well, you'll see me, I won't see you, but I know what you mean. Yamo showing his nasty side there, says Tony. Absolutely agreed. That should be the end of the first half any second now, if it hasn't already. Come on, Freak, take the kick. Come on. Yeah, well done. Why? That's it, end of the first half. So, not bad, to be fair. Not bad. Sheena says Yamo is showing his West Ham side. Which says 5 games in and the badge in the middle of the kit still doesn't look right. Well, mate, we had that in the 90s as well, for that matter, with Euro 96. Danny says Yarmolenko was right, though. Yeah. Tony says Sheena, he's not sitting on the bench. Yeah, let's I'll see you guys in just about 10-15 minutes. Right, second half is about to kick off, as Yusuf has pointed out 2 minutes early. Come on. Come on, I thought the Germans were efficient. There you go. Here we go, second half has kicked off. No changes by the side by the looks of things. Brain saying Bellingham or Foden on for Phillips. I disagree, mate, because you can't have Declan Rice covering the defence with no help around him. You really can't. So we've got a free kick already, straight away. Sure, the ball, great ball in, and yeah, it's 2-0! 2-0! Maguire by the looks of it. Yeah, Maguire. I think, 47th minute. There you go. Richard just says, yes, England. There you go, Dan, that's a bit more like it, man. Yes! 2-0. Now we can rest a bit now, guys. We can rest up a bit, but yeah, very reminiscent of the header that he scored in the Euros, just not as high. Very good. Tony says quality header by Maguire. Absolutely agree. Kind of almost like the header that Stone scored against West Ham when we played Man City away. Yeah, Ukraine have got everything to do now. Sheena's saying it's coming home. Yeah, now is the time to have played it, to be fair. But yes, great start. Absolutely great start to the second half. So we've got, yeah, so Ukraine's still in possession here. Very, very good. Very, very good. Where the hell's the mic? Where's the mouse gone? Where are you? Where are you? Where is it? Oh, no. Oh, the battery's dead. Hope nobody else scores because I can't type shit. I can't do anything. It's what you want for a second half. Nice early goal. Stick the old recharge socket back in. Modern technology at its best. There you go, that's more like it. Maguire in the 46th, so yeah. Difficult to see. By the time it went in, the clock changed, but there we go. So just updated it to get it correctly before anyone jumps on it. Tony said you forget to put that 50p on the meter. Can't really put a 50p piece in there, sunshine. Tia says we have started the bus back up. Mate, we only scored 2 minutes ago. Give us a break. You're not wrong though, because all 11 behind the ball. God, football fans are easy to jump on and criticise stuff. Christ almighty. If it was electric meter, mate, you'd be able to see bugger all at the minute. Yeah, what a start to the second half, guys. Honestly, nobody saw that coming whatsoever. Sancho, Rice, Mount. Sterling. Kane! Jesus! Oh my days! Sorry if I just blew your ears off there, guys, but well, the pair of us blown your ears off, but fuck me. Unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. Beautiful movement. Yeah, Rick's a bit more entertaining now. Danny says, "There's your interception, John." Absolutely agreed. Absolutely agreed. See, we intercept, we score. Again, Sterling, Shaw, and Maguire and Kane. Sorry, Sterling, Shaw, and Kane linking up three. That's what we did in the Germany game, and we've been doing that again tonight. That's it. It's coming home. It's coming home. It's coming. Football's coming home. We are into, guys. Unless I know you know me, I don't normally start getting above myself, especially when we've got 40 minutes left to go. But that's it. We're through to the semis, guys. We are genuinely through to the semis, unless an absolute miracle happens. And you know my history was saying about miracles. It's unreal, unreal. Let's see people criticise Southgate for this now, eh? TSC, you're absolutely right. We're smashing them. And I think it's quite eloquent that I started up with this golden champion for the second half. But, well, honestly. Is it Gareth Southgate's lucky friendship bracelet, as the papers were saying the other week? TSC, first time I don't feel nervous going 3-0 up. Definitely, mate. Definitely, because unlike West Ham, we don't throw this away usually, but you never know. Clearly onside as well. That's it. Tony says, "Who makes that brand, JP? Is it a decent drink?" It's by. You can get it in Tesco's, where Andy gets his best clothes. Golden Champion. Who's the brewery behind it? Brassipar in Dorset. Honestly, it says brewed at Brassy with a little thingy bob over the first D. There's two E's. Brassipar, Portidar Hall and Woodhouse Limited, Blandford, Dorset. Very Dorset sounding company, that, isn't it? Even exactly, Tony. Exactly. Yeah. Laugh my ass off, Dorset. Brain says, we don't need to defend against this lot. More goals is what's needed to make a statement. Absolutely agree. Sheena says another goal would be nice. Would be if Kane gets a hat-trick against Ukraine, which let's face it, guys, it could happen. 37 minutes to go. Still, well could happen. I mean, my clock is 2 seconds ahead as usual. But yeah, unbelievable. Henderson's coming on. Apparently. Now, normally, if we had more than the 7 people that's watching, normally I would say, like this video if you can't believe we're winning. But there's not enough people on here to make it much of a difference. Tony says Southgate can afford to take off Rice and Phillips due to the yellow cards they have. Yes and no. I agree, but we haven't got. I mean, which 2 would you do as defensive midfielders, mate? Seriously, which 2? I agree with your thinking, absolutely. I'm just curious because that reiterate the bench is Grealish, Henderson, Rashford, Trippier, Ramsdale, Mings, Cody, Calvert-Lewin, Foden, Chilwell, and Bellingham. Those are the options available. Obviously, because I'm not classing Johnson because he's a goalkeeper, or Johnston, I should say, because he's a goalkeeper. I can't really see anybody in there that you do to do the job of as defensive midfield for both. Can't see it, but Sterling, nice ball up to him. Push Mings into midfield along with Henderson. Not a bad shout, Tony. Not a bad shout. Gab says, coming back from the shops seeing the score. Golden trophies. Yeah, you missed some 2 really good goals, mate. Go to the shops more often, son. In actual fact, go to the shops when West Ham are playing Newcastle at the first away day of the season. Yeah, it's Rice coming off. It's a neat idea. I'm not going to disagree because as Tony was saying about the yellow cards they've got, yeah. Chris, it's coming home. Yeah, Rice coming off and Henderson coming on. Danny says, "Oh hell, I'm feeling good. Don't bring up Newcastle." Well, that's the only way. That's what I'm saying. Just hoping Gab's going to the shops for that game as well. Gab says, "I'd buy a shop if it would help." Oh, bless you. So Walker to Stones to Phillips, Henderson, Sancho, I think. No, it's Mount. Shaw, back to Maguire. But trying to find Walker just before the halfway line. He trips up, but still. And Sancho's reading it beautifully. Back to Stones though, unfortunately. Maguire. Stones. Henderson. Back to Pickford. Looks like he's going to go and rob someone all that black. Walker. It's a neat kit though. I do like the black goal kit. Phillips. Oh, nice ball to Mason. Oh, so close. Great ball from Mason Mount. Really good ball, but just intercepted. But we've still got possession. Walker. Henderson. Stones. Maguire. Back to Henderson. Kane. Can Jaden keep himself onside? He can. He keeps the ball easily. Oh, nice little interplay there between Mount and Sancho there. And it goes out for, is that a goal? It's a throw-in. Throw-in. I was about to say West Ham throw-in then. England throw-in. So, one more person has liked this since I said it, so obviously one person can't believe we're winning still. Walker. Kane. Walker. Henderson. Sancho. Sancho. Nice. Ah, shame because he was controlling that pretty well. Just showing off a little bit, I think, too much there, Sancho. So potentially, guys, there's no weekly live chat because the semis are on Wednesday at 8, and I'm not doing one before the game. No way. Sancho. Maguire. Shaw. Sterling. Back to Shaw. Phillips. Henderson. Yep. Stones. Yep. Back to Maguire. Gabs, any substitutes while he was gone? Yes, Rice came off and Henderson came on as a result of it. Maguire to Stones. Henderson. Walker back to Henderson. Stones back to Pickford. Back to Stones. What was the point in that? You're welcome, mate. No problems whatsoever. Anytime. Happy to help. The referee, just out of interest, if you're wondering, guys, is Dr. Felix Breich. So, what he's a doctor in, I'll never know. If you can't figure out a bloody corner. And Mount's going to take the throw-in by the looks of it. No, Walker's going to take it instead. Sancho. Walker. Henderson. Phillips. Sterling from Maguire. Shaw. Henderson. Long ball from Henderson to find Sterling, but just getting intercepted. And Jew! That was close. That was close. Gab says the doctor must be the ref must be a prostate doctor working with all the men. This is so nice, having no trolls as well. I guess they grew a pair of bollocks and grew up. No, mate. This is a subscribers only chat. And that's why. Well, we didn't really get any trolls for the watch-alongs. We just get them for the live chat for some random reason. But ball in from the corner. Yes! Jesus! Henderson!
Oh my God!
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yes, I know it's 4-0, Gabs. It just haven't... It's only even, I should say, yeah. Because it's... to give me time to type it all out. Lovely goal from Henderson, Rick. Absolutely agreed. Sheena says get in, as does Biggs, Gabs. Yeah, it's a good point, actually. The interlopers just said that we've scored the same amount of goals in this game as we have in the qualifiers. Well, obviously the first 3 qualifiers, I should say. Because no, you're right. Yeah, because because we didn't start 2-0 was Germany, wasn't it? So, yeah. Brain says I said 4-0, but it looks like 6 or 7. You were, mate. I said that'd be mental, and you called it, mate. You absolutely smashed it. Absolutely smashed it. So Rashford and Bellingham coming on for Shaw, and possibly, and Trippier as well. So Trippier you on for Shaw by the looks of it. So this is Jenna's like, get off, stop celebrating and get off. Genie, he does look pissed off, Yama. You're absolutely right. Not following getting off at the closest part of the pitch. So Sterling coming on for Rashford. Sorry, Sterling coming off for Rashford, I should say. And Phillips coming off for Bellingham. So yeah, now is the time. Now is the time. Yeah, so Jude Bellingham's coming on. Very entertaining for that. There is no way. 25 minutes to go. They are Ukraine scoring 5. No way. Absolutely, we've got this. We're going to have about 8 minutes of stoppage time, I think, because of all the substitutions. The way this is going. Because there's at least 2 minutes already. Gab says, the only quarter-final game that is overwhelming for one of the teams is coming home, I'd say. You said that the other week, Gabs. TC says it's going to be another 9-0. A little bit over-optimistic, but then again, man, I said to Brain about it being 4-0, so you never know, but I doubt it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. 3 goals in 18 minutes. Fuck me, Jesus. Goes out for a corner, caused by Rashford. Just updated the right minute for the goal, even though I put it as the clock said, but never mind. Right, so looks like, is that Trippier taking the corner? Who knows? Who cares at the minute? No. Maguire thinking he was defending his own corner by the looks of it. Gab says, I'm not sure if my liver can handle all this success. Gaze, I'm surprised my computer can handle all this success, much as anything else. Right, so Rashford to Trippier, back to Rashford again. Henderson to Trippier, to Maguire. Bloody hell, look, honestly, look, Ukraine have given up. They've absolutely given up. This is the training ground tactics now. The next 23 minutes, you watch. No, but look, Ukraine are just... They've totally given up. Totally given up. Yusuf says, my God, I just came back and it's 4-0. Sheena's absolutely speechless. Danny, you're absolutely right. It has been one hell of a 20 minutes. Certainly has. What happened to Ukraine good defending in the past games? Very good question there, mate. Very, very good question. The way this is going, I'm going to crack my guitar out. And that's not a euphemism, Tony, before you say anything. Gab says, free lesson of football from England. Absolutely. You'll never get me saying the S word on here in that context. Never in a million years. Yusuf, Joe JP, ready for the 5th goal or not? Mate, when it comes to England, I'm always ready for the 5th goal. Always, mate. So, yeah. So Denmark versus West Ham, honestly. Leave me alone. It's been a while. It's been a year. Yeah, Denmark versus England in the semi-finals. Nobody would have called that at all. Absolutely nobody would have called that. Gab says some of the watching wouldn't understand. Well, apart from the fact that it's a West Ham channel with a West Ham flag in the background, yeah, no one's going to know that, are they, mate? Whoop. Whoop. Ukraine coming back into it a little bit. Kane to Rashford. Sorry, Sancho, I should say. Yeah, Pickford's like, my bad, my bad. Pints on me, guys, pints on me. Oh, that is... He is so lucky with that. That's a Rob Green moment. That is a real Rob Green moment. And who's the other one? The old West Brom goalkeeper as well, for that matter. That bug-eyed little kid. Who's actually, ironically, got his own YouTube channel now. What's his name? What's his name? Stones. Sancho. Maguire. All the way back to Stones, I should say. Beautiful ball up to Trippier. That beautiful ball. So we're not going to see Grealish because we've had all the 4 substitutes now. TSC is asking a very, very poignant question. Can England win the Euros without conceding a goal? Against Denmark, I can't see us conceding. Against Spain or Italy, that's going to be a tasty final. That is going to be an absolutely tasty final. Whoever wins out of Spain and Italy, going to be a tasty final. I think Italy are going to be the ones. Rick says, I think we can. I think Italy are going to be the ones to win it. I genuinely do. Because if we get to the final and it's Italy, we are screwed. If it's Spain, it's ours. But Italy, no. We are losing to Italy. But it's a final. Nice ball. Here it comes. Walker. Stones to Maguire. Nice ball back up to Henderson. Danny says this has been a tournament of upsets. He's expecting Spain. What's Yarmouk. Okay. Oh! I thought hang on, we've had all 4 substitutes, or maybe you can use 5, can't you? Kane coming off, Calvert-Lewin coming on. Absolutely right call in my opinion. Yes, I know he's on the Jerry and all that, but yeah, absolutely save him for the next game. Sheena said, like Gary Lineker said the other day, we need a bit of West Ham. We certainly do. Now, can Calvert-Lewin be the super sub for the next 18 to 20 minutes? I have to find out. Rashford. Nobody really reading the game there, but Rashford's still trying to get the ball back. Absolutely admire him for that. Oh, man, come on. Why couldn't we play like this against Croatia? Why couldn't we play like this against the Scotland, much as anything else, and the Czech Republic? We would have absolutely fucking cruised that. Well, not they would have made much of a difference because we still would have gone through to the played the same teams anyway. But Jesus Christ, talking about leaving it late. Gab says England team is spoilt with quality. Hang on. I'm not out of danger just yet. Yeah. That was scary by Walker. Very scary. Let's have a look at this save. So, old matey. Hold it! Honestly, just seeing the replay of that. Just that. Just put your hands round the side of it, for God's sake. Gab says, England team is spoilt with quality players. Problem for Southgate and everybody else. Absolutely, we want a problem for Southgate in that regards. Now that we've got the full 26 men squad available now, barring Trent Alexander-Arnold, but obviously he was left out just before the qualifier started. TC says, with England not losing a single goal or conceding a single goal, it's kind of the same thing. In the tournament, Italy will be just as scared of us as we are scared of them. Good point. Very good point. Oh, Sancho. Keep it in. Does. That would have been a funny own goal, that. I mean, let's face it, we haven't seen an own goal for 24 hours. Bellingham. So he says, I meant losing a single game, not goal. I know, mate. I know, just being facetious. So 15 minutes left. It's gone very, very quick. The second half, as the first half did. I'd say it was ball to hand more than anything else. But all right, Yarmolenko. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the replay. It bumps. Rebounds off his boob. So I'll give him. So I was right. But you're not to see that in full speed. Rashford. Calvert-Lewin chasing the ball down and it goes out for a goal kick. I'd love it for Calvert-Lewin to score. Absolutely would. I've been very impressed with him the last couple of seasons with Everton. He's played very well in the appearances he's done so far for England as well. Very impressed with him. So up to 10 likes now, guys. Thank you very, very much for your support, as always. Hopefully that'll drag a few more people in. I doubt it, because as usual, everyone's going to be watching it down the pub, or on that American channel. Don't think you'd do this. I mean, England Germany's been synonymous for the last 60 years, for various reasons. Yeah, incredible. TSC says Pickford saving a penalty would be the cherry on the cake to England winning the Euros if we do win it. Yep, can he recreate the Colombia game? That'd be very nice if he could. What a night that was. What a night that was. On a very muggy night like tonight as well, for that matter. Danny says, as an American, I'll stick with this channel. Good banter. Thank you very much, Danny. You know, we've got a nice little community here. So, Danny, if you know anybody else, and fair play to you for coming in and joining the channel when we were, because I know you've been subscribed for a little while before that. But thank you very much for watching and talking to us again from Texas. Twice in a week now, mate. Twice in a week. Well cleared by Maguire. Because the 5.5, 6 second delay between this going live and this you seeing this on YouTube is probably round about the same sort of delay you're seeing in the US, so it's going to be more in time for you. Yeah, if you know anybody else that's a football fan, just a football fan in general, mate, share it. Get more people to be subscribed to the channel, because I'm desperate to try and get us to 2,000 subscribers by the Newcastle game. So as you can see here, it's 1,840 as it stands at the minute. So 41 days to go. So give us a hand. I'm glad you're happy to be here, mate. And Gabs, yeah, Danny's a good lad. Just a good thing your first name is Danny is Danny, and not your surname, and your first name ain't Jack. It's Jack and Danny. It's rhyming slang, mate. I'll let you Google that one. TSC is asking, do you think West Ham will break the 4-0 wall and score 5 goals in a single match this coming season? I can't, mate. Not as it stands at the minute. We'll talk about that when the transfer window closes. Ukraine aren't out of this. They've all of a sudden have a bit of a pep in their stride the last 5 or 10 minutes, haven't they? That's a point, actually. I wonder if that's been announced yet. Don't think it has. No. Hopefully we'll get to see the away kit next week for this upcoming season. Not really sure why it is supposed to be the away kit first and the home. It would make sense to do the home kit first, but this is West Ham, so keep an eye out for that. When it does get announced, we'll be live to discuss it as always. Yeah, this has been the most the channel's had for a watch along for a little while now, so thank you very much, guys. Much appreciated. It's always nice to have you guys on board. Helen! Way! Helen Ludlow! Long time no see, darling. I hope you're keeping okay. Haven't seen you for a long, long time. John, I'm watching on TV as well. All I can hear on your side is football coming home, being sung over and over, but can't hear anything on the TV. Is it your own audio? Technically, yes, but technically, no. And I can't give you the reasons why yes or no, because if the words get picked up, I'll probably get demonetized for this. But technically, it should be public domain because it is public singing. But Helen, I hope you're keeping all right. It's lovely to see you back again. You like the Phantom every now and again. You pop in and pop out. But I hope you're keeping well. And it's nice to see that you're a subscriber as well, because the chat is only subscribers only now, because all the idiots we're getting on with the weekly live chats. Yeah, honestly, I'm guys, as you remember on Tuesday night, I said I'm shocked and stunned that we've beaten Germany 2-0. I'm shocked and stunned we're in this level now. TSC was saying I was hoping the away kit would have been released on Friday as ex-guest, but I hope I get to see all 3 kits soon because I have been searching every day for everything. I know you kept asking me a lot of the time where it was. For anything or rumours to get a glimpse. Well, as I said, mate, when I see it, we'll be talking about it. I'm keeping an eye on it on a regular basis. Oh, come on, there wasn't that much of a foul on him. He didn't. Genus the penis, mate. He did nothing. He did absolutely nothing. He fell over to get the free kick. That's all the guy did. Gab says 81 minutes in, 4-0 up, and Southgate still looking like he would like to improve something. Yeah, there's been a lot of mistakes. To a degree. And it says normally I don't get to see these things live and watch later. That's why I don't get to comment. Yeah, I know. Exactly, Danny. There is no foul. But no, your comments. Yep, it's always good to see you, Helen. We're always live. We're always live for West Ham and England. Easily dealt with as usual. Calvert-Lewin with a man bun. Let him off for that. JP said, did you see Mark Goldberg is coming back on stream due to copyright infringement using other streams videos? That's one thing you're very careful on. Mate, I don't use... Yeah, you see, the thing is that YouTube are shit hot with that. YouTube and Google are shit hot if you're sharing other people's content. They are absolutely shit hot on that, and quite rightly so to a degree, because no disrespect to Mark, but the majority, especially in the US, and Danny will probably be able to back me up on this, there is a lot of reaction channels in the US to a lot of English things. And it's only a matter of... And reactions are fine. Reactions are absolutely not a problem. It's using content as your own material. That's the difference. Other people's content. Everything on this channel is made by me. I make the card intros myself. Where it all flashes up with the times and the previews and all that sort of stuff. Everything on this channel is me. And this is what I was saying about how expensive and how much time it does to do everything on your own. Because I create the intro video with the old school football goal coming up with a bit on there. That's made by me. It's a template in the software that I use. I created the logo myself. 95% me, should we say. TSC says YouTube age restricts videos with a single swear word in it. Yep. You'll notice that all of beautiful football from Sancho there, by the way. You'll notice that kids can't watch this channel. It's available, but it's put in the background that this isn't made for kids, because it's not made for kids. This is whole stupid thing that was going on last year, because YouTube and Google had a massive fine over in the States for not protecting kids. So as a result of it, they started passing those penalties down to us as a result. But as I say, a lot of people are either having their channels shut down, or they're having their channels demonetized because they're using other people's content. And that doesn't happen here. Mostly because in the UK we take more time and diligence than other country people do. Tony says you put hours in for this channel. Shame you don't get the subscribers you deserve. Thank you, mate. And likewise with the 3 hammers. Likewise with Hammers Chat. Likewise, even with the great numbers that West Ham Fan TV have got, everybody on YouTube works unbelievably hard, which is why we get so fucked off when you get little kids trying to make names of themselves in the and when I say kids, I mean late teens, early 20s, thinking it's cool and hip and to troll people. We put in a lot of work, and none of us get the recognition we deserve. None of us at all. TSC says, I don't understand why YouTube disabled the mini player for videos made for kids, and on some you ain't allowed to see how many likes or dislikes. Right, that's different. As a content creator, right, you can toggle, for lack of a better way of putting it, people seeing the likes and the dislikes and the subscribers and the comments. You can actually turn those off if you wanted to. You can turn those off. So a lot of channels have done. Probably because they get more dislikes than likes. But at the same point, it's still engagement. It's still people interacting with it. This is what people don't understand about the dislikes and likes when it comes to YouTube. I don't care if someone puts a dislike on my channel, on my videos. Because not everyone's going to like this. And also for that matter, great play by Stones. Also for that matter, it's classed as engagement. I could have 50 likes and 70 dislikes. That's 130 people watching those videos. Tony says, what surprises me, JP, Goldbridge has so many subscribers to his channel. Why would he do something as stupid as that? Baffles me. Well, it's because he's trying to get people in, and fair play. But you've got to learn the rules. Which is why, because if you remember, for those that have been following the channel since the heyday, since it became JP WHU TV, when it was my own personal channel, I did content for the World Cup. I did the instrumental version of the 3 Lions 98 in one of the preview videos after the Colombia game, and I got a copyright strike as a result of it, or a claim, I should say. And I've always done my best to make sure. Robert, you're absolutely right. It is about opinions completely. I don't I don't like seeing people that they don't like it, because I've always said for the last couple of years at least, if you don't like the video, let me know why. Nobody does. So somebody's clearly got a grudge against me, and so what? That's fine. Doesn't keep me up at night. But as I said, you know, it's just right. So guys, extra time. What do you reckon? Additional time, injury time. What do you reckon? I'm thinking at least 5 minutes. What do you reckon for it? We're clearly looking at Fergie time here. The interloper says 4. What are you guys saying? Rick says 5, same as me. Because just purely because on the amount of the substitutes alone, much less the much less everything else. TSC says, I hate YouTubers who say smash 70,000 likes for blah 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 blah. Yeah, I know who you're talking about there, mate. Danny's reckoning 4 as well. We'll find out pretty much now. No. Full time. There we go. Reason being is because we're in such a comfortable position that the refs think, nah, fuck that. So yeah, there we go, guys. Denmark in the semis. Now, Helen, if you're still watching, now it's coming home. It's been sung around the stadium. Yeah, it's just, guys, it's unbelievable. It's fantastic. It's just, honestly, I'm shocked and stunned. If we were down the pub, I hate to think what would happen down the pub, to be honest with you. I really, really do. But the pubs will be going absolutely fucking mental, and fair play to them. So, guys, thank you very much to everybody that stayed around for this. We've got 11 likes on this now, so thank you very much. So if you haven't already done so, please do hit that like button. If you're watching this and you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. In a month's time, your comments will come up. But this is the thing. I've always said that I want genuine subscribers here, not people just subscribing for the hell of it. And you know, but anyway, guys, thank you very, very much for your time. It's always been a pleasure to talk to you guys. It's fantastic to see you all. Rick, TSC, Danny, Gabs, Brain, Youssef, Helen as well. It's a bit of a shame that Rob's projector wall isn't in tonight, but he's always a bit of a conversation. Robert Singleton as well, for that matter. Thank you very much for popping in and having a conversation with us. I don't think I've left anyone else out. I think I've pretty much covered it. Brain, of course, there was one. Yeah, Brain and Sheena. Mitchell, of course, as well. Thank you to everybody. Oh, Gabs has donated the super chat for four quid. Thank you very much, mate. Much appreciated. Really, really thank you for it. The alert should come up at some point. I mean, you can see it in the chat there. Said you smasher. Thank you very much, mate. Much appreciated. That's how much I've made over the last couple of weeks, as it is from the advertising, unfortunately. But Sheena, I'm glad you love it here. Let anybody else that just loves football in general. It doesn't have to be West Ham supporters. You know, we've got Chelsea in here. We've got Spurs in here. It's all good. It's all good. I said that Danny, I'll see you for Denmark, if not before. Absolutely, mate. Very unlikely to be before Wednesday, if I'm honest with you, at 8 o'clock, I say, because there's nothing as it stands at the moment to have a weekly live chat. And as I said at the start of it, it's a very, very distinct possibility that we're not going to have those anymore, because there's just not enough to talk about. There really, really isn't. So apologies, Gabs, that your icon hasn't come up to say that you've donated. I don't know why. The live alerts are there. It's just for some reason it's just not doing it. So apologies. As I say, Gab says, "Oh, I thought I'm ordering a Chinese for 4 quid." I want to know where your bloody Chinese is, mate. I'd love a 4 quid Chinese. But anyway, guys, look after yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We've got a lot to celebrate at the moment. Be very, very nice to try and get to 2,000 subscribers. So 160 to go is the time of this recording. But in the meantime, guys, look after yourselves. Take care, and I will see you Wednesday at 10 to 8 for the live watch along. Thanks, Gabs. I'm glad you've enjoyed it. All the best. Take care.